Welcome, dear listeners, to another chilling tale from the Consett Chronicles. As the mists of history part, we delve into the dark events of 1839 in Shotley Bridge, uncovering the tale of Cedric Tar, intertwined with the illustrious visit of Charles Dickens himself. Shotley Bridge, with its cobbled streets and idyllic homes, was the pride of County Durham. At its heart lay the illustrious spa, sitting gracefully by the banks of the River Derwent. Surrounded by nature's beauty, this spa was more than a mere retreat. It was a beacon of rejuvenation. Whispers of its rejuvenating power travelled far, even drawing the esteemed Charles Dickens, who found a muse amidst its tranquil ripples. The spa's reputation wasn't just built on its waters, but also on the ownership of a singularly captivating individual, Mr. Jonathan Richardson. His genuine warmth and allure only added to the spa's magnetism. However, lurking on the periphery was Cedric Tar, a cunning merchant with unchecked ambitions. In the dim candlelight of the local tavern, Cedric lamented to his confidant Eerie, "To have the world, including greats like Dickens, venerate the waters, all because of Richardson's charm. If only we could control its allure." Eerie, having heard of a man who had sworn on his god to keep the spa's purity, said with a shiver, "It's not Richardson alone. It's that warden, a man whose name no one knows, but his presence is unmistakable. He has taken an oath, Cedric. He'd go to any length to keep the waters unsullied." Cedric, skeptical yet intrigued, devised a plan. What if we amplify the spa's properties? Imagine the fortunes. We could steal the water, bottle it, and sell it to people with unhealth. We'll make a small fortune. Despite her trepidation, Eerie found herself ensnared in Cedric's plot. Together, they delved into forbidden potions and emerged with a vile concoction. Under the moon's silver gaze, they approached the spa. But as Cedric's potion met the waters, a figure emerged from the shadows. Tall and imposing, the warden's eyes bore into Cedric's soul. Eerie whispered, recognizing him. "It's him, the warden." "Why do you taint these sacred waters?" the warden hissed, his voice a chilling contrast to the night's serenity. Eerie, her voice quivering, stammered, "We sought to enhance its allure." Cedric, cornered, managed an improvement for more admirers. The warden, his commitment unwavering, said coldly, "You have awakened a force, Cedric Tar. I have vowed to protect this purity. For your audacity, shadows of misfortune shall haunt you." As dawn approached, the spa, once a beacon, now stood altered, its peace disturbed, and the town would soon learn of the lengths to which the warden would go to uphold his vow to the waters of Shotley Bridge. As the whispers of the spa's desecration spread like wildfire, Cedric's life was thrown into a spiraling abyss. He could hear the hushed murmurs of townsfolk as they cast disapproving glances his way. His once thriving ventures dwindled, and even the shadows seemed to mock him. Disturbing dreams plagued him at night, with ghastly apparitions of the warden's angry countenance. There were nights when Cedric would wake up drenched in sweat, a phantom grip tightening around his throat. Amidst the swirling despair, Mr. Jonathan Richardson approached him. "Cedric," Jonathan began, his eyes filled with both sternness and compassion, "I cannot stand idly by and watch this town suffer because of your greed. But every man deserves a chance at redemption. There's a legend of a very rare plant, the Dark Red Helleborine flower. It's said that its essence can purify waters." The weight of his deeds crushing him, Cedric seized this glimmer of hope. "Where can I find this flower?" he implored. Jonathan leaned in, his voice a mere whisper. "Its presence is said to be in the darkest parts of the Derwent woods, but it blooms only under the moonlight and is guarded by creatures of the night." Without a second thought, and with determination burning in his eyes, Cedric embarked on his perilous quest. Hours turned into days as he delved deeper into the heart of the Derwent woods, facing treacherous terrains, eerie silences, and ominous shadows that seemed to follow him. But his most significant challenge was within. Each step was a confrontation with his own demons, his greed, and the overwhelming guilt of his misdeeds. Whispers of the warden echoed in his ears. The purity of the spa is a reflection of one's soul. One fateful night, under the silvery glow of the moon, Cedric finally spotted the Dark Red Helleborine. Its petals shimmered, exuding an ethereal luminescence. But as he reached out to pluck it, he felt the watchful eyes of the forest creatures. With every ounce of his will, he gently extracted the flower's essence. Returning to Shotley Bridge, Cedric, with the help of a local apothecary, concocted a potion using the flower's essence. With the entire town as a witness, he poured the potion into the spa. The waters churned and roiled before finally settling into a serene clarity, their purity restored. But as the townsfolk rejoiced, a grim and macabre spectacle unfolded before their very eyes. Cedric's skin started to change color to a grayish blue, cold sweat forming on his brow. The faintest hum of haunting grief filled the air as the once proud man began to convulse. Each violent tremor was accompanied by the gut-wrenching sound of his bones cracking and snapping, an agonizing symphony of his own making. The Dark Red Helleborine, though a purifier of waters, held a nefarious secret. To humans, it was a lethal poison, known to bring about an excruciating demise. Cedric's eyes, wide with terror, met those of the townspeople. His mouth opened, not in a plea, but in an agonized scream that pierced the very soul of Shotley Bridge. His writhing became too much for his frail body to bear, and in an instant of blinding pain, he staggered and fell onto the cobbled street. The chilling cry of hooves resounded through the air, the town's heart collectively freezing in horror. A horse and carriage, unaware of the tragedy unfolding, rounded the corner at full speed. Before any soul could act, the carriage trampled over Cedric's already broken form, sealing his grisly fate. The deafening silence that followed was a testament to the ghastly end of a man whose hubris led him to a fate more horrifying than any tale ever whispered in the dark corners of Shotley Bridge. Shotley Bridge had regained its treasure, but at a chilling price. The spa was pure again, but the horrifying demise of Cedric Tar became a haunting tale that the townspeople dared not recount. To this day, as the gentle ripples of the spa reflect the azure skies, there lies beneath it a dark secret, a chilling reminder of the price of greed and the quest for redemption. Beware, dear reader, for while the waters of the Derwent now flow pure, the shadow of Cedric's transgressions and the solemn vow of the river's guardian linger. Should one dare to taint its sanctity, history has shown that the river will exact its chilling revenge, sparing no mercy for those who threaten its age-old pact. Proceed with caution and always respect the secrets it holds. If you enjoyed our short story, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss another chilling story again.